Good morning, FSG. Welcome back to Hanna, Indiana. How are you?
Hey Args, how are you doing? Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back. How was PAX?
PAX was a proper experience. I loved every second of it. Yeah, very, very nice.
Yeah, nice. Looked like it from your little vlog you did there, which was very well put together. Very impressive. But the work has continued, and we're going to go plough some fields today.
We are a bit of heavy lifting today in the cornfields from the other week, so get them ploughed under and ready for another planting session.
Yeah, that's right. Get all that corn stubble cut up and put into the ground. Soybeans aren't quite ready to harvest yet. They're not too far away, though.
No, hopefully another couple of days and they'll be good to go as well. So back in the combines very quickly.
That's right. So this time, though, we're going to be into tractors. I don't know what you're going to use. I'm thinking I'm going to pick a versatile and go grab one of the ploughs and go and get going.
I was going versatile as well, I think. Yeah.
All right. Versatile type of day.
It is. We're kind of versatile guys, you know?
I hear. Right, let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Hanna, Indiana with the Farm Sim Guy. As you've heard, we're going to go and start getting some ploughing done. The cornfields that we harvested in the last couple of episodes all need to be ploughed and turned over, so we're going to go and get that already. We won't be able to plant in it because it's the wrong time of year, but we should be able to get this all prepped so that when it comes springtime, we'll be all good to go with some planting. So that is what we're going to go and tackle today. Soybeans, like we said, you can see them over there. They're looking pretty good and healthy, but they're not quite ready. We're going to have to hope that they do turn very soon, though, because we're running out of seasons before winter comes. So, fingers crossed that is going to happen in the not-too-distant future. But we are going to head on over this way. The FSG's hooked up to a plough already. He's not coming this way, so that's good. We can just plough on in here, excuse the pun, and go and hook up to the other plough. And then we're off down. We've got, well, effectively, we've got 3 fields to plough. The one small field and the 2 big ones as well. So, not sure which one we'll start in, but whichever one it is, we'll work together with FSG and just get into it and get through the work. So, this backed up here, lined up to the pin. Here we are. That's pretty good. Not too bad. And head on over to the fields. Well, we've boxed down here into field number 15. Looks like FSG is setting himself up around on the headlands. I'm going to set up a GPS course here in the middle of the field, let him go around. We might just start on some up and down rows, pick off the rest of the headland once we are finished. So we'll just get everything set up here, get that turned on, make sure we've got our width set, and then I might actually try and set this using the north-south rather than, or the bearing rather than doing an A-B line. There we are, we've used this doing north-south because that is how we face the map, so we have set that up, got it created, and we're just going to jump straight into it. So FSG is going to go around the headland, we'll just start going up and down on some rows, and we'll do some skip rows and come back and tidy it all up later. So we'll let FSG know we have set up a GPS course as well. Argsy to FSG.
Go ahead, Args.
I've set up a GPS course in here, field 15 plough. I thought I'd start doing some up and down rows while you go around the headland if you like.
That's a good call. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright. So there you go, we're straight into it and getting the ground nice and turned over. Now, I was actually thinking we probably should be putting some lime on this field because we never did actually lime it last time. So whether we should be doing that before we plough it, we might leave it until spring, come in and lime it before we go through and plant it. Could be a better choice. We've got a lot of ground to cover with the ploughs, so while we've got them out and we've got some good weather, we'll make the most of being able to do that. So we're just coming up here on the end of the first row. Like I said, we're going to skip rows, so we'll turn out. I'll probably leave enough space that will get us close to where FSG's run the first headland, but we'll probably have to go around and do a second headland just to tidy things up. But I think if we turn to our left and start doing the skip rows back there, just to fill in those gaps that we've just left, and then we'll be all good to get into it. So I reckon right about there is as good as we're going to get this all turned around, get on back this way. Now if we skip rows on our way, then we won't have to, or we'll be able to work our way back and pick up the rows we've already skipped, which should work out pretty perfectly. There we go, as it works out actually, this is almost on the headland. We actually judged that pretty tightly. Bit of wildlife running out and jumping over the plough, as they're inclined to do when they've got a mind of their own. But I think we're into it, we're going to get started, so we'll just sit back, relax, jump into a little bit of a time lapse and catch up with you in just a little bit. Well, pretty much finished in this field. FSG's heading down what will be the last pass. There's a couple of little bits on the edges to tidy up. Looks like he might have had some difficulties there on that one pass, and just that little square there, trying to get that plowed. So we'll go and see if we can tidy it up. Unlikely, I know we've had a few glitches on the map. Trying to get some bits and pieces done, but we'll give it a go anyhow, and then we'll go and tidy up that little bit, and we'll be all finished. That has not taken anywhere near as long as I thought. These size plows are pretty decent chunks. Chunky plows. There we go, we can't get that bit done. They're a decent sized plough, and they don't go too slow, 9 miles per hour. So we got 2 of them in here. Certainly cover the land pretty quickly. So we'll get things finished, we'll get folded up, head on straight over the road, and make a start on that one. I did notice that it had some weeds come through where the corn had been over the road, so added bonus of doing some ploughing is we'll make the weeds go away, which is nice, and avoid the need to have to spray or tackle weeds next time. So that will be a nice little bonus of ploughing. So even though you might spend a bit of time doing this, does avoid having to deal with that in the future. But there we go, we'll get this done, and I'm just going to try and go over this piece on a different angle to see if we can get it. And then we'll head on over the road.
Well, Args, that was an efficient first run in that other field. Got through that quite quickly.
Yeah, we certainly did. I was actually said that at the end. We got through it a lot faster than I thought. But 2 ploughs, 9 miles per hour, definitely chewed through the land.
Now, we've moved over to the other field here, and we've got this new texture that's appeared after the last update.
Yeah, it's the first time I've experienced it as well. So I'm not sure what the difference between the 2 fields are. They're both corn. Only difference with this one is it does have some weeds coming up through it, so either that's what's caused it, but no, who knows?
Who knows, but we shall embrace it, and we'll crack on and get this field done.
Yeah, it's not going to change the outcome at the end, so long as it is ploughed and all ready for planting in spring, we'll be happy.
That's right, are we just going to use the same GPS course as last time?
I think so. It's slightly off from the edge, would be a little bit of an overlap, but I think we just stay on the same one will be the easiest way.
Sounds good, alright.
Alright, let's get back into it.
Let's do it.
So we're back underway over here in the other field. As we said, we've got this funny texture. I've heard about it, I hadn't seen it before. I have seen some people posting on Facebook saying they were getting different ploughed textures. So we are now experiencing it here for ourselves. FSG's kind of overlapping quite a bit because he has jumped on the GPS course, so we were going to have a little bit of an overlap somewhere. And we are just overlapping a little bit on the edge of the field and just making sure we get everything done as we go around here. So we'll probably just run around the headlands a couple of times. Like FSG said, we will just use the same GPS course we were using over the road, which is easy. We'll just go up and down in the same way we were harvesting, and we'll carry on here with the ploughing. Just get through it all and get it all done. One of those jobs. We need to do it, it needs to be done, so we'll just get it done. Oh, and another one bites the dust. That is field number 2 done. So we're motoring through these, not taking too long at all. It's like, is FSG going to spin around and get that last little bit? Excellent, we'll let him do that. We'll get our plough folded up and look back over the field. And while it doesn't look as dark and ploughed as the other fields do, I can assure you we have covered every square foot of it, every square metre, and all ploughed, which is good. So only thing left to do is to go and tackle the little field just in here next to us. I don't know if we'll both go in and do that, or just one of us. I'm going to go in there and start it at least and see whether FSG follows us in or not. And that will just about take us through being all finished for the day. We'll get in here, get things all unfolded again. This field really is not going to take very long at all. It'll be interesting to see whether we get the same texture effect on this with the plough or not. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. What's FSG doing? Looks like he might just carry on and leave it to me, is he? Here we go, so we got the dirt in this one. I wonder if it was the weeds then. In fact, we had weeds in that other field and not in this one. It could have been the reason we got that plough texture. Very bizarre, very interesting. No, he is coming in here to give us a hand. Alright, well we'll just we'll race around this one very, very quickly. If I time lapse, you'll see it. If I don't, you'll know why. It's because it was such a small field, it wasn't even worth doing. So we'll catch up with you once we're done. And there we go, FSG did come and give us a hand in that one, and we got it done really, really quickly, so I haven't bothered with time-lapsing it, but there we are, all finished. Well, that little bit.
Yeah, typical.
Is FSG going to get it? Yeah, he is. Good man. There we are, all finished with the ploughing, so nothing left to do now. We'll get things folded up, we have a quick chat to FSG, and head on back over to the yard. Well, before we go and park these up, I'm going to back in and give this a good wash off. Make sure it is nice and clean. Not sure when we're going to need the ploughs again, so we'll make sure we do the right thing, put them away clean. If FSG will come over and do the same. I'm sure he will, he's a changed man, he's reformed. And there he is, FSG backing in as well for his plough to be cleaned. So we'll get this one washed off and then take care of his. Actually, he's not going to back into us, no. Nice and patient. Get all the mud, get all the dirt and everything off these and go and get them parked up. Clean enough for you?
Thank you, Args. Very nicely done.
You're welcome. And there we are, all parked up nice and neat and clean. And ready for next time. So let's head back on over, we'll go and get this parked away. In fact, looks like FSG might be washing his tractor. He is indeed. We'll go up and park up and let him do ours as well, seeing we did the ploughs. And then it'll be time to get these put back in the shed. Alright, there we go. Nice clean tractor parked away in the corner of the shed. Get that turned off. FSG's going to follow our lead and back in as well. We'll just wait for him to get that in there. We don't want to go and step out and end up with a few tons worth of tractor on our feet. There we go. Monitored it off. Looks like he is all shut up and finished for the day.
Nice one, Args.
Yeah, well done. Thank you for the tractor wash there.
It was looking pretty clean. I think you might have caught some of it while you were doing the plough, actually.
Quite possibly.
Cleaner than mine.
Quite possibly. I might just not have got it as dirty, although yours had done duty on the grain cart, whereas one I was driving had been sitting in the corner of the shed for a bit longer.
True, yeah.
Oh, well, it's good to get those fields all ploughed. Just need to get some lime on that first field at some stage.
Yes. No, I was just saying it's sometimes you have to have a practical episode where you just need to get through jobs, don't you?
Yes, yep. No, it was something needed to be done, and not very glamorous, but it is all finished now, and we've got some soybeans, hopefully, to get harvested next time.
That is right, yeah. No, looking forward to that. Now, we're both off next week, aren't we? We're both away for Easter, so it'll be a couple of weeks till the next episode. That's
right, I did apply for leave before you. However, you've just unilaterally decided that you can take another week off as well.
Well, I've not had any holidays recently.
No, not at all. No, definitely. Yeah, we'll be a couple of weeks till we're back here. But that'll give the soybeans a chance to finish off growing and be ready to harvest.
That's right. So, thanks, mate. That was good fun.
Yes, indeed. All right, we enjoy your week. Have a nice time away next weekend, and we'll catch you when you're back.
Yeah, will do. Take care, mate.
All right, catch you later.
See you soon. Bye.
Well, yes, there we go. Another episode done here on Hanna, Indiana. Like we said, soybeans next time they are growing, and look at those expected yields, 100% of a potential 110. So we're looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty healthy on them here, and we'll be looking forward to getting in and getting these all harvested. put into some bins and stored for later on to sell when we get a good price. So as always, from the Farm Sim Guy and myself, we hope you've enjoyed the episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.